Emily Hayes pulled her rented sleek black car to a stop in front of the main gate of the coastal estate in Malibu, where the salty sea breeze blew through the tall palm trees. The May sky was brilliantly sunny, but the atmosphere was heavy with the lively chatter from the crowd of guests gathering on the lush green lawn, stretching all the way to the Pacific Ocean. She stepped out of the car, her simple black high heels lightly touching the natural stone pathway, her long brown hair flowing naturally, her navy silk dress hugging her body, not too extravagant but elegant enough not to stand out among the expensive outfits of the upper class. From afar, she could already hear the familiar voice of her father, Robert Hayes, rising among a group of old friends sipping champagne. "Look at that! The Kansas country girl shows up again. She doesn't fit in here at all, does she?" Chuckles followed, mixed with her mother Linda's sweetly fake tone. "Yeah, she's still the same, like she stepped out of a different world. Good thing we have our Sophia to make up for it." They didn't know that Emily had heard everything, and they certainly didn't know that she, the daughter they saw as a burden, was the true owner of this luxurious estate, part of a chain of high-end properties combined with technology that she had quietly built into an empire over more than a decade. Emily was 34 years old this year, born and raised on a small farm in Kansas where endless wheat fields stretched out and life revolved around the seasons. From a young age, she was used to being compared. Her younger sister, Sophia, the golden child of the family, was always the center of attention. Sophia was beautiful, with golden blonde hair, a radiant smile, outstanding academic achievements, and later a renowned lawyer marrying a successful businessman. And Emily? She was seen as the rough draft, the flawed version of Sophia. "This kid is so clumsy," her mother often said when Emily broke an old vase. "Why can't you be like Sophia?" her father would add, whenever she brought home average grades from the local public school. Flashbacks flooded Emily's mind as she walked slowly through the meticulously tended rose garden. She remembered those family dinners vividly, where her parents devoted all their praise to Sophia. "Mom's girl is so great, winning another award." Meanwhile, Emily sat silently in the corner of the table, trying to swallow the subtle criticisms. "Emily, you should try harder. Don't disappoint your parents." They favored Sophia because she was cute, obedient, and more importantly, fit the perfect family image they wanted to show off to the neighbors. Emily was the opposite, strong-willed, preferring to read books about technology and business rather than makeup or social parties. At 18, she left home without a long goodbye, leaving only a short note. "I'll build my own life." That was the start of her pursuit of the American dream, the dream she believed belonged only to those brave enough to walk alone. Emily had achieved extraordinary success, but she kept it secret. No one in the family knew she was the founder and CEO of Hayes Tech Estates, an empire combining high-end real estate with smart technology, from automated home systems to AI-integrated resorts. Her wealth far exceeded what her parents had ever dreamed of, and this Malibu estate was just one of dozens she owned under the company name. She chose silence for the advantage, observing them without being judged through the lens of money, and more importantly, to protect herself from those who only approached when they saw benefits. Sophia's wedding invitation arrived late, just 2 weeks before the date. Sophia was marrying Alexander Voss, the son of a wealthy family specializing in finance. The accompanying letter from her mother was full of fake warmth. "The family really hopes you can come, Emily. No matter how busy, try to make it." Emily came not out of obligation, but curiosity. After all these years apart, had they changed? Was there even a bit of recognition for her, the daughter once emotionally abandoned? She hoped, even just a little, that this wedding would be a chance for reconciliation. But from the very first moment, the atmosphere was the same. Scrutinizing looks, mocking smiles, and whispers behind her back. As Emily approached her parents' group, Linda pretended to give her a quick hug. "Oh, my daughter, you're here? You look still so simple." Robert patted her shoulder, teasingly. "It's been so long since we saw you. Still working at that little company in the city, right?" They didn't ask deeper questions, quickly turning to brag about Sophia. Our girl is about to become Mrs. Voss. This wedding cost millions. Emily smiled faintly, her heart aching, but not as painfully as before. She was used to this. Now she was just waiting. The truth she had hidden for so long about her real identity, about the empire she built, was about to explode. In just one moment, everything would reverse. Those who had mocked her would face the harsh reality. The country girl they despised was the queen behind all this luxury. And then, the lavish wedding would become the stage for the most subtle revenge Emily had ever planned. Emily Hayes sat alone on a teak wooden bench at the edge of the Malibu estate garden, far from the lively crowd on the other side of the lawn. The steady waves from the Pacific Ocean pulled her back to the old days in Kansas, where the biggest festival of the year was just the county fair at the end of summer. The smell of grilled corn, crispy funnel cakes, country music blaring from old speakers, and livestock competitions that her father used to proudly participate in. That was her world from childhood, a simple, dusty world where everyone knew each other and life revolved around harvests. But even there, Emily had never truly belonged. The Hayes family was not the typical happy American family seen on TV. Her father, Robert, was once a genuine farmer with calloused hands from plowing vast wheat fields. He was tall, with a booming voice, but after selling the land to a large agricultural corporation, he retired early and spent most of his time in an armchair watching football, drinking Budweiser. Her mother, Linda, was the typical small-town housewife, always busy with cooking, cleaning, and most importantly, bragging to neighbors about her favorite daughter's achievements. They weren't bad people, just blatantly biased. And the center of that bias was Sophia, Emily's younger sister, the perfect daughter her parents always dreamed of. Sophia was born beautiful, golden hair shining under the Kansas sun, sparkling blue eyes, a smile that could melt anyone. She was lively, approachable, always the center of birthday parties or school events. Sophia excelled in school, joined cheerleading, won prom queen, then moved to Los Angeles to pursue public relations. Now she was a famous PR manager, marrying Alexander Voss, the heir to a financial family. And Emily? She was the rough version her parents were never satisfied with. Messy brown hair, tall but awkward in her teenage years, Emily preferred reading about computers and business rather than makeup or gossiping with friends. Every time Sophia brought home medals or commendations, her parents turned to Emily with disappointed looks. Why can't you be like your sister? Try harder. That pain didn't always explode. It seeped in day by day. Emily remembered family dinners when her parents spent all their time asking Sophia about friends and future plans, while she got only cursory questions. How was school today, Emily? Then quickly changing the topic when she answered briefly. Once, Sophia got a new car for high school graduation, while Emily got a pat on the back and advice to earn it yourself. She felt out of place, like an outsider in her own home. That pain of being overlooked didn't break Emily. It turned into motivation, a smoldering fire pushing her to prove she could succeed without their recognition. At 19, Emily left home. With just an old suitcase containing a few clothes, her favorite programming book, and a one-way bus ticket to Florida, where she heard there were many job opportunities in the rising tech industry. She didn't cry when the bus rolled away from that small town. No farewell party, no blessings from her parents. Just a short note left on the kitchen table. I'm going to find my own life. Don't worry. From then on, Emily built everything herself. She worked tirelessly, waiting tables by day, learning programming at night through free online courses. Then opportunity came. An idea combining real estate with smart technology sprouted from her days renting a cramped apartment in Miami. Hayes Tech Estates was born. Automated home systems, AI-integrated resorts, high-end estate chains stretching from the East Coast to the West. She became a silent billionaire, but decided to keep her success hidden. Why? Because she didn't want them to change their attitude just for money. She didn't want to become a source of benefit for those who had overlooked her. Keeping the secret was her only way to protect herself. This wedding of Sophia's was a test. After all these years, had they changed? Was there any recognition for her? Emily flew from New York here, but she didn't wear a glamorous evening gown or expensive jewelry. She chose faded old jeans, worn leather boots from her student days, and a simple white shirt. She still looked like the Kansas country girl, at least in their eyes. She wanted to see their real reactions, not masked by wealthy appearances. Before stepping into the crowd, Emily took out her phone and dialed a quick number. The recipient was Olivia, her older sister, the only one in the family who truly understood and loved Emily unconditionally. Olivia was 8 years older, married, and living in Colorado, far from family drama.
"Hello, it's Em," Emily said softly, her voice slightly trembling from the sea breeze.
"My love, where are you? At Princess Sophia's wedding?" Olivia's voice was warm, with a familiar sarcasm. "Yeah, just arrived. Same as always, sis. They still look at me like a stranger." Olivia sighed. "I told you not to go. They don't deserve it. Sophia's always the center, and you're the most talented in the family, but they're blind." "I know, but I need to see it with my own eyes, one last time." "Have you decided to reveal yet? About the company, about everything?"
"And not yet. I want to wait for the right moment, if there is one."
Olivia was silent for a while. "Be careful, Em. Mom and Sophia, they're not simple. Remember when Mom called me? Just to ask about the wedding, bragging about Sophia. Never once asked how you were?" Emily smiled sadly. "I remember. You're the only one who calls me every week. Because I'm proud of you. You've achieved things they could never dream of. Don't let them hurt you anymore." The call ended. Emily pocketed her phone. Olivia was her only remaining support. The sister who had shielded her from criticisms in childhood, and now the only one who knew the full truth about Emily's empire. Family conflict wasn't just surface bias. It was deeper, with old wounds not healed that this wedding was about to reopen. Emily stood up, took a deep breath. She was ready to step in. The past had forged her into the strong woman she was today, and no matter how they mocked her, she knew her true value. The secret was still there, waiting for the moment to explode. At 19, Emily Hayes stepped off the Greyhound bus in Panama City Beach, Florida, with exactly $800 in her pocket, an old suitcase, and burning determination. Kansas was left behind, along with those comparison-filled dinners and disappointed looks from her parents. She had no clear plan, only knowing she had to start from zero, and that's what she wanted. No help, no expectations, just herself. Her first job was waiting tables at a small beach resort. Shifts lasted from early morning to late night, carrying heavy trays through sandy hallways, smiling at wealthy tourists while her feet ached from standing 10 hours. Tips were decent, but Emily didn't spend. She rented a small room shared with 3 others, ate instant noodles and homemade sandwiches, keeping just enough to live and putting most into savings. Days working, nights in front of an old laptop bought from a pawn shop, taking free courses on Coursera and Khan Academy about real estate, financial management, and basic programming. The resort became her real school. Emily observed how management handled hundreds of rooms, optimized prices by season, how customers reacted to good service. She realized one thing: real estate wasn't just buying and selling houses, but creating experiences. And those experiences could be elevated with technology, smart booking apps, automatic doors, temperature control based on personal preferences. The first idea sparked: an app for short-term rental property management. Emily saved frugally for 7 years. No bars, no new clothes, no vacations. Every tip dollar was calculated. At 26, she had enough for the down payment on her first property, an old 2-bedroom wooden house in Wilmington, North Carolina, priced at just $120,000 thanks to the post-2008 financial crisis downturn. The bank refused a loan due to poor credit history, so Emily used all her savings for the down payment and borrowed from a small investor group she met on online forums. The house was run down, leaking roof, rotten floors, outdated kitchen. Emily fixed it herself. She learned flooring from YouTube, painted walls on weekends, replaced plumbing with help from a local handyman, paid with accumulated tips. 3 months later, the house became a cozy rental with modern interiors, open kitchen, and ocean view deck. She named it Sunrise Haven and listed it on short-term rental platforms. In the first summer alone, it brought in double the repair costs in profit.
That was the start of the bootstrap spirit, self-reliance, that Emily proudly called the true American dream. No inheritance, no connections, no luck, just labor, learning, and persistence. She reinvested all profits into the second property, then the third. Each house was upgraded with self-developed technology, QR code smart locks, automatic lighting, no-meet check-in apps. Customers loved the convenience. 5-star reviews poured in. Rental prices rose. By 30, Emily owned over 20 properties from the Carolinas through Georgia, Florida, to Virginia. She founded Hayes Tech Estates, combining high-end real estate with smart home technology. The software system, written by her and a few freelance programmers, allowed remote management of hundreds of homes, status tracking, automatic price adjustment by market demand, even predictive maintenance. Revenue grew triple digits annually. She expanded to California, buying coastal estates in Malibu, Big Sur, and placing headquarters in a modern glass building in Silicon Valley Center. Success came from smart investments. Emily didn't chase trends. She researched markets thoroughly, bought low, sold when needing capital. She rejected many big fund offers to keep control. Hayes Tech Estates remained private, fully hers. Net worth exceeded billions, without any Hayes family member knowing. To her parents, she was still the struggling girl in the big city, occasionally sending a few $100s for holidays, with notes, "I'm fine, don't worry." She stayed silent to avoid them changing for money, or worse, approaching only for benefits. One major turning point was a Silicon Valley networking event when she was 32. Emily, in a simple black dress, standing quietly in the corner of the conference room at Rosewood Sand Hill Hotel, where hundreds of founders and investors gathered. She didn't plan to talk, just observe. But an older man with white hair approached and asked about the property management app she was demoing on her phone. It was Victor Lang, former Google engineer, famous angel investor for spotting early billion-dollar startups.
"Good idea," he said, "but you need a stronger team to scale." Victor became Emily's mentor. He introduced her to Jasper Klein, an outstanding operations manager formerly at Airbnb, later COO of Hayes Tech Estates. Jasper, tall, always in gray hoodies, could turn chaos into systems in weeks. He also introduced Ivy Chen, a sharp Asian lawyer specializing in contracts and IP protection. Ivy, petite, fast-talking, but could read hundreds of pages without missing a dot. The trio, Emily, Jasper, Ivy, became the core, turning the company from personal project to true empire. Together, they expanded high-end estates, AI villas predicting guest needs, weather-adjusted pools, facial recognition security. From Carolinas to California, Hayes Tech Estates appeared in business magazines, but Emily always required anonymity. She was the anonymous founder. Only a few in the industry knew her face. Now, sitting in Malibu in old jeans and worn boots, Emily looked at the ocean and smiled. The journey from 19-year-old waitress to 34-year-old self-made billionaire was a living testament to the American dream she read about in childhood books. No one gave her anything. She built every brick herself. And now, while her family still thought she was a lost failure, Emily knew the truth. She had exceeded all expectations, not to prove to them, but to herself. Emily stood at the edge of the wedding party, holding a champagne glass loosely, eyes scanning the lively crowd. From afar, her mother, Linda, was bragging to old friends. "Our Sophia just signed a big Hollywood deal. Huge bonus. Thanks to her, we're comfortable in old age." Robert nodded proudly, patting friends' shoulders. "My youngest is the real support. She sends money regularly, covers mortgage and bills." They didn't know that for 8 years, all that money came from Emily, anonymous transfers through a nameless trust she set up at 26. It all started with a late-night call that year. Emily had just bought her first property, sitting amid repair bills when the phone rang.
It was Olivia, worried. Dad has severe high blood pressure. Mom's worried about overdue mortgage. They won't tell anyone, but I know we're about to lose the house. Emily was silent long. She was angry at the years of bias, but deep down, she was still the Kansas daughter with family sense. She didn't want her parents homeless, suffering in old age, so she acted. She contacted lawyer Ivy, set up an anonymous trust, Kansas Family Assistance Fund. Monthly fixed amounts transferred to parents' bank account without sender name. First, paid off remaining mortgage, over $80,000. Then utilities, property tax, health insurance. When a big storm hit Kansas in 2020, roof torn, barn damaged, Emily sent extra $45,000 for emergency repairs. Last year, when Robert had heart surgery, $120,000 hospital bill, she paid fully anonymously. Her parents never suspected. They thought it was from Sophia, the successful daughter in Los Angeles. Sophia often posted glamorous Instagram photos, posing in fake Hollywood offices, cocktail by five-star pools, vague captions like, "Just closed another big deal, blessed to take care of family." In reality, Sophia's PR work was unstable, short contracts, erratic income, often borrowing from friends to maintain appearances. But parents didn't know. They saw photos, heard phone brags, automatically attributed support to talented youngest. Linda often bragged to neighbors, "Sophia sends so much, we don't worry anymore." Robert told at local cafe, "My Sophia's big in California, sends money like clockwork." Each time, Sophia's image rose in family and town eyes, deep favoritism reinforced by financial illusion. Sophia became hero. Emily, in their eyes, distant child rarely calling, only holiday cards. Emily let it be for 8 years. To her, anonymity was easiest. No fake thanks, no attitude change for money. She didn't want Sophia exposed. Blood, after all. Plus, financial support eased her conscience. Despite hurt, she fulfilled child duty. But gradually, Emily saw the cost of silence. Sitting alone in Malibu today, Emily deeply reflected on mixed emotions. She loved her parents, loved the father who taught her horse riding on Kansas fields, mother who sewed clothes in poor days. She didn't want them suffering. But resentment smoldered. Why bear all while Sophia got credit? Why never real check-ins, just bragging about sister? Each transfer, she wondered, for love or hoping one day recognition? She remembered Olivia accidentally revealing, "Mom said Sophia's so good, sends money without boasting." Emily just sad smile on phone. Let Mom think that. But now, witnessing parents proudly brag about Sophia at wedding, Emily realized illusion dangerous. Not just reinforcing bias, but nurturing family deceit. Sophia lived in facade, parents in false belief. Emily, real bearer, invisible. She sipped last champagne, set glass down. Secret financial support once protected her from exploitation, but now it protected the injustice she endured. Perhaps time to stop, or at least let truth speak. Not revenge, but to free herself from painful cycle. Emily took deep Malibu sea breath. Love and resentment intertwined, but this time she wouldn't be silent. The wedding invitation arrived one late March afternoon, while Emily was in her glass office in Silicon Valley, reviewing latest Hayes Tech Estates quarterly revenue report. Thick envelope, ivory paper, gold embossed letters. Mr. and Mrs. Robert Hayes cordially invite you to the wedding of their daughter, Sophia Marie Hayes, to Mr. Alexander Voss. Inside, lavish card with white peony images and calligraphy script. Date clear, May 25th, at a private estate in Malibu. No handwritten note, no personal questions, just small card. We very much hope for your presence. Emily held the invitation nearly 5 minutes motionless. Late. Arrived only 6 weeks before, while important guests get 3 months. No surprise. To parents, she was always secondary, invited to complete family. She almost threw it away, but placed on desk. Curiosity won. After years, she wanted to see if family changed, or same as old pain. She RSVP'd brief email. Attending alone, Emily. nothing more. Day before wedding, Emily drove black Tesla Model S from Mountain View headquarters to Malibu. Pacific Coast Highway wound along cliffs, right side deep blue Pacific, sparkling under afternoon sun. She stopped at a familiar viewpoint near Point Doom, turned off engine, stepped out. Salty breeze tossed her long brown hair. Emily leaned on wooden railing, eyes on distant horizon. She thought about Alexander Voss, Ethan, as Sophia intimately called on Instagram, young, successful businessman, heir to famous New York Voss finance family, handsome American type, short brown hair, confident smile, often beside Sophia in yacht or rooftop party photos. They met at LA PR event 3 years ago. Sophia raved on social about love at first sight, but Emily knew her sister, always chose to elevate image. Ethan perfect, rich, prestigious, glamorous enough for parents to brag. She thought about parents. They'd look at her that way, half pity, half disdain. About Olivia, only sister who'd understand and secretly hold her hand for comfort. And herself, strong enough to face without revealing all? Emily deep-breathed sea smell, returned to car. She chose outfit intentionally. Dark blue jeans, white cotton shirt, old brown leather boots from student days, simple black blazer. No evening gown, no diamond jewelry. Wanted them to see exact Kansas country Emily they imagined. Rehearsal dinner night before official wedding. Typical American pre-wedding tradition. Vast estate covered in twinkling fairy lights, long tables, white linen on private sand, fresh oysters, butter grilled lobster aromas. Acoustic band played gentle American country pop, wagon wheel to Tennessee whiskey. About 100 guests, mostly Voss rich friends and Sophia's PR colleagues, all dressed neatly, men linen suits, women floral maxi dresses. Emily arrived a bit late, intentionally avoiding awkward initial hugs. She stepped through Flower Gate, immediately heard Mother's voice afar. "Oh, look, Emily's here. You still like casual style, huh?" Linda, in emerald silk dress, pearl necklace sparkling, quick hug, then release. Robert patted shoulder harder than needed. "Long time no see. Still wearing those old boots? Hard to advance in big city dressed like that." Chuckles from parents' friends group. Emily, faint smile. "I'm comfortable. That's enough, parents." Sophia appeared like magazine mermaid, white sequin hugging dress sparkling, blonde waves loose, beside Ethan in light gray linen suit. Sister hugged Emily tight, expensive perfume surrounding. "Sis, you're here. Thought you too busy." Sweet voice, but eyes quick scan head to toe, lips slight smirk. Ethan polite handshake. "Nice to meet So's sister. She talks about you a lot." Emily doubted. Olivia found her soon after, secretly pulling to corner near bar. Sister in simple cobalt dress, short hair tied. "You okay?" Olivia whispered, holding Emily's hand. "I saw Mom's subtle digs." Emily nodded. "Same old, but I'm used." Sister stood there a while, looking at dark waves. Toasts began. Important American rehearsal dinner ritual. Parents first. Robert raised champagne, booming. "Today, proudest day. Our youngest, Sophia. From small, always our greatest joy. Beautiful, talented, now marrying wonderful Alexander. Sophia always makes us proud." Linda continued, eyes teary. "She's our greatest gift. Thanks to her, our family has everything today." No mention of Emily or Olivia. Guests' enthusiastic applause. Sophia stood, fake teary. "Thank parents for always believing, supporting. Promise make you prouder." Ethan polite words about wonderful family, lucky to join. No invite for Emily or Olivia to speak. Emily stood silent amid applause, champagne untouched. Favoritism never clearer, publicized in toasts. She saw Sophia radiant beside Ethan, parents' proud eyes, old pain rising, but this time with new determination. Olivia, slight hand squeeze. "Don't let them sadden you." Emily, real first smile tonight. "Sis, I'm not sad anymore. Just waiting for tomorrow." She knew official wedding day, when everything truly began. Emily stood at the edge of the evening party area, shadows from palm trees partially hiding her body. Malibu night warm, steady waves mixing with acoustic band's gentle melody. Tables still full, fresh oysters and grilled lobster, but Emily noticed small detail most guests missed. Dessert stations significantly cut. Originally planned French macaron tower, chocolate fountain, artisanal ice cream bar. Now just a few simple fruit tart plates and store-bought cookies. Bar 2, premium wine gone early, replaced cheaper California bottles. Servers whispered about Voss family last-minute cost-saving request. Emily frowned. This wedding promoted as million-dollar event, co-sponsored by New York prestigious Voss finance family. Why cut small things? She quietly moved toward groom's family area, where Bertram Voss, Ethan's father, stood phone in secluded corner near wooden fence. Bertram tall, white hair, always confident in bespoke suits. But tonight, voice low, worried, unlike usual authority. Listen, Bertram whispered into phone, hand covering mouth. Cash flow from Hayes' side not in yet. Sophia said transferred last week. Can't let this gap last. If new investors find out, you know. Pause, listening. Yes, I'll tell Alexander, but need new money immediately to pay old group interest. Emily behind flower bush, heart pounding. Hayes' side? Cash flow? Sophia never capable large transfers. She knew sister's real income, unstable, mostly short PR contracts. Real money only from one source, anonymous trust Emily set up. But Bertram spoke like official investment. She secretly pulled phone, quick text to Jasper, Hayes Tech Estate COO. Check recent Kansas fund transfers to Voss or Harrington accounts. Short report. Jasper instant. On it. Something weird, boss? Emily no reply. Pocketed phone. Later, Ethan found her. Appeared suddenly by bar. Perfect smile, but cold eyes. Sister Emily, enjoying evening? Polite voice, but hand slight tight on whiskey. Sophia said you rarely visit family. Hope you didn't mishear anything. Emphasized mishear, direct stare. Family's sometimes complex business. Best keep private, right? For everyone's benefit. Emily faint smile, unfazed. Don't know what you mean, Ethan. But if complex, maybe Sophia explained clearly. Ethan forced laugh, strong shoulder pat. Just sibling advice, don't make trouble. Then melted into crowd like nothing. Emily's spine chill. Not advice, subtle threat. Ethan knew she overheard something. She continued observing. Bertram and older men, clearly Voss friends, gathered at a separate table, voices louder with wine, bragging about a golden investment opportunity their family managed. Harrington Capital Ventures Fund, specializing in tech startup capital in Silicon Valley. 15 to 20% annual return, stable as Swiss clock. Bertram loud, raising champagne. Exclusive founder relationships, money in doubles, triples. Friend asked, specific startups, Bertram? Trade secret, but rest assured, independent audit, paid returns on time, hundreds investors, 10 years. Emily nearby, pretending listen band. Phrases echoed, unusually stable high returns, secret startups, vague independent audit. Exactly like what she read about Bernie Madoff, largest U.S. financial Ponzi history. New investor money pay old interest, create massive profit illusion without real activity. She remembered. Madoff bragged exclusive relationships, steady returns despite market, never public portfolio details. Voss family likely similar, under lesser-known Harrington Capital subsidiary. To confirm, Emily secretly left main party, toward staff kitchen area. She had quietly contacted estate manager beforehand. Hayes Tech Estates owned this Malibu property, though rental contract under intermediary company. Manager Marco, loyal old employee. Marco? Emily whispered, meeting in back hallway. Who requested dessert and bar cuts tonight? Marco looked around, low voice. Voss side, ma'am. Yesterday, Mr. Bertram direct call, save maximum because some payments delayed.
negotiated 20% venue fee cut last minute. Almost refused, but you said agree.
Emily nod. Thanks, keep secret. Send detailed all change invoices. Back to party, she sat distant chair, piecing puzzle. Money from her trust, for parents, possibly redirected by Sophia or Ethan to Harrington to plug holes. Parents thought from Sophia. Voss used to maintain Ponzi facade. If true, whole wedding, not just ceremony, but tool attract new investors, flaunt fake wealth.
Phone slight vibrate. Jasper message. Boss, strange find. 3 large Kansas fund transfers past 18 months, not to parent's account. Forwarded shell company came in linked Harrington Capital. Total $1.8 million. Need action now?
Emily stared dark sea, heart pounding. She unwittingly funded scam her family involved in. Ethan knew she suspected, warned, but now she had evidence. She replied, Jasper, gather full data. Call Ivy, prepare legal file. We're about to have memorable wedding party.
Suspense enveloped. Emily knew tomorrow, official wedding, when everything exploded. She no longer overlooked girl. She held truth. Ready, flip, board.
Emily left rehearsal dinner excusing headache. Quick walk to private bungalow at estate edge. Door closed, she opened laptop. Emergency video call Jasper and Ivy. Screen lit midnight. 2 partners' faces. Jasper, San Francisco apartment, black coffee. Ivy, New York office amid files. Jasper, detailed report. Emily immediate, low, sharp voice. Jasper shared screen. Boss, right direction. Harrington Capital Ventures not real fund. Registered Delaware 2012. Bertram Voss founder. Ethan Voss, actually Alexander Garrett Sinclair, exec director. We dug deep. No public real startup portfolio. All profits from new investor money. Classic Ponzi. Paid 15 to 18% steady 8 years, using new to cover old. Ivy continued, cold voice. I checked court records. Ethan not real Voss. Garrett Sinclair, born 1988 Connecticut, convicted 2015 small-scale securities fraud, 18 months probation. Later legal name change, took mother's surname Hyde. Bertram Voss stepfather, married mother when he 20. Real Voss family just Bertram and deceased wife. Old Voss assets depleted 2008 crisis. Current rich appearance all facade. Emily leaned back. Heavy breath. Everything clear. Jasper continued. Boss's Kansas fund money total $2.3 million past 3 years, not just family bills. Large part Sophia forwarded or Ethan directed to Harrington Cayman account. Used pay old investor fake interest. Maintain Hayes family rich thanks successful Sophia image. That illusion why Bertram targeted Sophia first. Hollywood PR girl with stable money family, perfect front. Ivy sent PDF chat. Money flow diagram. Boss money, parents account. Sophia withdraw, family support. Transfer Ethan. Harrington Capital. Fake interest pay. Attract new investors. Also paid lifestyle. Sophia's WeHo apartment. Ethan's Range Rover. Part wedding costs. Without boss flow, facade collapsed 2 years ago. Emily stared diagram. Felt chest punch. Money she sent for parent love. Remaining duty. Unwittingly fed scam machine. Turned Sophia ideal bait. Kansas Golden Girl now successful Hollywood investor. Helped Harrington access entertainment rich. This lavish wedding, not ceremony. Final roadshow pull victims before collapse. Victim count? Emily asked, hoarse. Estimated over 400. Jasper. Mostly small pension funds, retired doctors, teachers. People trust stable returns. Potential total damage over 180 million. Late stage. Need new money urgent this quarter interest. Otherwise, collapse weeks. Emily. Long silence. Inner turmoil. Intense. Part wanted save family. Parents clueless, just proud, talented Sophia. If Ponzi burst, lose house, old age, everything. No years lived on overlooked child's money.
Sophia, possible prison aiding, though likely Ethan manipulated. But larger part, cold anger. They chose Sophia repeatedly, bragged at party, thanks youngest, family has all. Never real check on her, never sorry for bias years. Now their blindness pushed into this vortex. She remembered Ethan's tonight words, subtle threat, silent for family benefit. Knew she suspected, tried muzzle with blood duty.
No, Emily finally, firm voice. We don't save them. They chose live illusion, now face consequences.
Ivy, raised brow. Boss, sure? Sophia, your sister. Parents heavily affected.
Sure, Emily. I gave them 8 years. 8 years, money, and silence. They chose believe Sophia, brag world she support. I won't use company money, employee, legitimate investor to say family never acknowledged me.
Jasper nod. Action plan? Gather full evidence, Emily ordered. All flows, emails, Garrett Sinclair court records, Harrington fake reports. Ivy, prepare sealed FBI file. I have old LA office contact via client. Proper process, anonymous initial if needed. No suspicion before wedding.
Clear. Complete 24 hours.
Jasper added, tomorrow wedding? Boss still attend? Emily, window look. Distant fairy light still twinkling. I'll go. Not bless, but witness last facade moment. She ended call, sat dark alone. Pain still. Pain for parents, for Sophia, once little sister, following her Kansas fields. But this time, pain didn't weaken, made her clearer than ever. They chose lies. Time lies end. Tomorrow, when Sophia walked flower aisle, parents, proud smile, cameras. Emily, sit there. No longer overlooked girl, but justice holder. She wouldn't destroy wedding screams or public reveal. Let FBI do it. Clean, legal, undeniable. And when everything collapsed, she wouldn't save anyone. Not this time. Emily stayed up all night in quiet bungalow. Windows open, Malibu sea breeze salty. Table, laptop bright. Screen split. Jasper uploading data. Ivy sending final encrypted files. Worked non-stop since late call. Jasper, is state AV system ready? Emily asked, low firm. Complete boss, Jasper fingers fast keyboard. Main ceremony area uses projector, large LED screens. Hayes Tech Estates installed last year. I backdoored remote access. One signal, all evidence. Money flow diagram, Garrett Sinclair court, Harrington internal emails. Replace wedding slideshow. Audio play Bertram cash flow call recording. Exact 4 minutes 30 seconds. Enough understand, no quick reaction. Emily nod. Good. Trigger minute 10 after parents' blessing speech. Guests clapping. Most attention. No background music, no effects. Just dry truth. Ivy interjected. FBI received anonymous insider file. Confirmed urgent Harrington Capital investigation. Lead agent says possible action 48 hours with more direct evidence. We're giving exactly that. Public, undeniable. Emily closed laptop. Thank you both. After tomorrow, cut all contact any family-related accounts. Kansas Fund closed forever. She stood, balcony step. Sky not fully light, Malibu horizon misty. She dialed Olivia, only sister she wanted talk before explosion. Olivia answered immediately, hoarse, lack sleep. Em, what time? You okay? Sis, come here. Bungalow 12, end row. Need talk. 10 minutes later, Olivia knocked. Sister, thin wool coat, hair tied, red eyes cried. Sisters hugged, wordless. Olivia entered. Sofa sit. Direct Emily look. Sis, know you're planning something big. Olivia started. Last night, saw you different. Tell sis. Emily told all, from small cost cuts, Bertram call, Ethan threat, to Ponzi, and how 8 years money fed facade. Told slow, emotionless, like report. Olivia listened, tight water glass grip, face pale gradual. When little, Olivia said, Emily finished, trembling voice. Sis saw all. Every dinner, parents only ask Sophia school, friends. You sat quiet, tears drop bowl. Sis pulled you barn, sat hay pile, wiped tears, promise, always your side. But not enough. Sis married early, Colorado move, left you face alone.
Emily shook head. Sis only one call weekly, only proud me without knowing rich.
Olivia sad smile. Sis never believed Sophia's successful enough regular send. Suspected, but didn't want believe family deceitful that. Now clear. They chose live lies. Brag world Sophia greatest pride. Never once ask how you live. Need help.
Emily's sister look, dry eyes. Tomorrow expose all. Not stand scream mid-ceremony, but evidence big screen. Guest C, media there, FBI act. An eye cut complete. No save, no money, no contact.
Olivia. Long silence. Stood. Tight hug Emily. Sis support completely. Sis cut too. No longer our family. Just people chose hurt you 34 years. Tomorrow, sis sit beside, hold hand when everything burst. Emily hugged back. First time years, felt not alone. Thanks, sis. No longer angry, just relieved. Olivia wiped tears, forced smile. Remember you 16? Sophia got expensive prom dress. You wore sis old. You said, fine, don't like parties. But that night, cried barn. Sis found, sat till morning. Promised always protect. Now keep word. Sisters talked till dawn. Olivia told Mom calls only Sophia. Brag, Dad forgot Emily birthday 3 years. Emily told Bootstrap journey, lonely Florida nights, how favoritism pain became motivation. They cried, laughed, finally decided. Tomorrow, last day, Hayes name, mean family. Olivia left, Emily door stand, watched sister stone path walk. Knew chose right. No more turmoil, no more pity. She texted Jasper final. Confirm trigger. Tomorrow, on time. Then old jeans, worn boots again, prepared most momentous morning. Not Sophia's wedding, but her true freedom day. The official wedding day in Malibu was like a postcard. Golden sunshine, white roses long aisle, chairs rose on private sand facing sparkling Pacific. Over 200 elegant guests, violin cello gentle, as Sophia entered Vera Wang white dress, arm Father Robert, eyes fake happy sparkle. Emily sat third row end beside Olivia. She wore same old jeans, worn boots, white shirt, unchanged yesterday. No one noticed her, as usual. Ceremony smooth, sweet vows, long kiss, flower paper rain, enthusiastic applause. Sophia parents front row, Linda constant happy tears wipe, Robert proud chest pat. Ethan, or Garrett Sinclair, radiant smile beside bride, but Emily noticed eyes scan crowd, anxious search. Party main, outdoor tables, champagne flow, lobster filet mignon served, band, pop, cheerful, to toasts, every American wedding awaited moment. Robert first, mic hold, booming. Today, happiest my life. Sophia, always parents' pride. Small, beautiful, talented, now wonderful husband Alexander. Thanks her family comfortable, no worry. Linda continued, teary. Greatest gift God. She cared parents well, regular send money, choked. Guests enthusiastic applause. Bertram Voss next, booming. Our family proud welcome Sophia. With her financial wisdom, believe you two build real empire. Exactly. Then minute 10 toasts start. Background music sudden stop. Huge LED screen behind bridegroom table meant wedding slideshow, black turn. Then clear money flow chart. Red arrows, Kansas Family Assistance Fund, Hayes account, Sophia, Harrington Capital Ventures, fake interest old investors.
Murmurs began. Jasper remote-triggered. Next slide. 2015 Garrett Sinclair court photo. Securities fraud crime. Large red letters. Alexander Voss, actually Garrett Sinclair. Fraud conviction. Bertram worried. Hayes cash flow. Recording clear main speakers. Guests stunned. Sophia pale, champagne drop. Ethan stood sudden, face bloodless. Then, main estate door burst. Over dozen FBI agents, black suits, gold badges, arrest warrants. FBI, no one leave area. Command voice. Guests scream, chairs topple, women mouth cover cry. True American wedding disaster. Chaos, sobs, phones up, live stream. Agents, straight main table. Bertram Voss, Celeste Voss, Garrett Sinclair. Arrested securities fraud, Ponzi operation, money laundering. Bertram stuttered, pale. Mistake. But agents cuffed. Garrett tried run back door, blocked immediate. Sophia screamed, lunged husband grip. Ethan, no, misunderstanding. Mid-chaos, Emily calm stood. Walked main stage. Took mic, stunned host. Speakers, her voice clear, cold. I, Emily Hayes. Eldest daughter, Robert Linda Hayes. This Malibu estate owned Hayes Tech Estates, company I founded, CEO. 8 years I sent anonymous money Kansas, paid mortgage, medical bills, storm repairs. Not Sophia. All that money redirected feed Harrington Capital, a Ponzi scheme you just saw evidence. Whole party silent. Parents turned sudden, wide eyes disbelief. Linda stuttered. Emily, what you say? Emily continued, no shake. I sent evidence FBI yesterday. Today, just as timely. From this moment, Family Support Fund closed forever. I cut all contact. You chose live illusion. Brag Sophia only support. Now live your choice consequences. Sophia, sobbing, lunged Emily. Sis, can't. I knew nothing. Ethan tricked me. But Emily, cold look. You knew enough transfer money, enough Instagram brag. No pretend. Robert approached, trembling voice. Emily, daughter, Dad sorry. Dad didn't know. Forgive parents. Linda crying, tried hold hand. Child, don't abandon. We family. Emily, step back. Family? You never treated me family. You have Sophia, perfect child. Now let her carry you. Turned Olivia beside, red eyes but resolute. Sis, go with me? Olivia nod, hold Emily hand. Sisters walked out party amid cries, screams, handcuff clicks. Guests shocked. Some video, some whisper, rich family drama. Local media outside gate early. Hot news, wedding arrest. $1 million spread, instant. Stepping flower gate. Emily no look back. Sea breeze tossed hair. Felt relief, never. Shed 34 years burden. Olivia tight hand. You did right. Now we're free. Behind, Linda cry still echoed. Emily, child. But she no stop. Stepped car, closed door, drove away estate. Away old family. Away painful past. Wedding ended chaos. Bride sobbing, cuffed husband side. Parents collapsed floor. Guests flee. Perfect wedding disaster. And justice finally arrived. 3 months after fateful Malibu wedding, Harrington Capital Ponzi news still dominated U.S. financial media. Justice Department prosecuted Bertram Voss, wife Celeste, Garrett Sinclair, aka Alexander Voss, multiple charges: securities fraud, money laundering, conspiracy. Confirmed damage over $220 million from nearly 500 victims, mostly retirees, small pension funds. FBI seized all related assets: Hampton's mansion, yacht, Cayman accounts. Bertram and Garrett faced at least 20 years prison, trial expected next year. Once lavish wedding, now collapse symbol. Video Emily Mike exposed millions views YouTube TikTok, hashtag Malibu wedding disaster. In Kansas, consequences quick, harsh for Robert Linda Hayes. Anonymous trust, sole lifeline 8 years, closed forever. Bank foreclosed house, old loan reactivated, no auto payments. Lost old farm, full family memories in 6 weeks. Forced move run-down 2-bedroom apartment to peak a suburb. Stained walls, old vinyl floors, night truck rumbles. Old friends, neighbors, once envied successful Hollywood daughter family, now avoided. Weekend coffees gone, dinner invites none. Linda cried nights, old Sophia wedding photos. Robert's silent hours, worn sofa, worn Budweiser hand.
They gradually realized true favoritism cost 3 decades. Each Linda cabinet opened old dishes, remembered old dinners. Sophia praised endlessly. Emily, silent corner. Now need help most? No one. Once brag town, thanks Sophia, comfortable old age. Now town knew truth. Money, actually Emily, forgotten child. Pity looks, behind whispers, made Linda afraid supermarket. Robert tried weekly Sophia calls, only short texts. Busy. Drank more, health, rapid decline.
Sophia, heaviest consequences. Wedding canceled immediate, bride sobbing, cuffed groom, image spread net. LAPR company fired week. No client want Ponzi girl. Once hundreds, thousands Instagram followers, empty. Deleted old photos, but screenshot shared Hollywood gossip groups. Sophia, Kansas for few weeks. Avoid storm. Quick realized no place. Old friends distanced. Fear involvement. Rented small Wichita apartment. Lived meager savings. Sporadic freelance no one took. Isolation swallowed Sophia daily. Once family universe center. Golden child. Prom queen. Successful Hollywood girl. Now every morning quiet apartment wake. Faced truth. All facade built sister's money. Once social brag, let parents proud tell big deals. Now understood, bias blinded trust Ethan, easy transfer, no question. Called Emily many times, sobbing voicemail. Sis, sorry, didn't know all, forgive. Never reply. Olivia only chose different path. Right after wedding, cut all contact parent Sophia. Weekly video Emily, sisters shared new life. Olivia sold Colorado house, moved near New York, easier meet Emily. No regret, Olivia once confide. They chose Sophia repeatedly, though sis, you hear. Now choose you, most deserving. Sisters often sat Emily Manhattan penthouse, Hudson view, talked future, no past shadow.
To Emily, consequences, liberation. No more begging, calls parents or Sophia. Closed Kansas fund forever. Deleted old numbers. Media sought interview. Anonymous billionaire exposed Ponzi sister wedding. Emily refused all. Focused Hayes Tech Estates. Expanded 3 new Hawaii estates. Open charity fund support self-made women entrepreneurs. Late nights. Sometimes Emily still thought Kansas. Wheat fields, old barn, cried overlooked. But now pain, no longer sharp, became strength.
Favoritism once deepest wound, but forged her resilient woman today. Parents lost house, friends, self-trust. Sophia lost all fake glamour. And Emily, first time, real family. Just Olivia and herself. Bias, consequences, not immediate. Seeped gradual. Water wears stone. Until everything shattered. Then, no repair. 2 years after Malibu incident, Hayes Tech Estates not only survived media storm, but exploded. Emily's integrity, public exposing fraud, no fear, blood ties, inspired business magazines. Forbes cover, the silent billionaire who chose truth over blood. CNBC special ethics interview. Customers flocked trust, wanted estates managed by woman never compromised deceit. Revenue tripled, expanded 4 new high-end Maine Rhode Island resorts, most advanced AI coastal villas, circadian lighting to guest need prediction assistance.
Emily no longer hid. Appeared tech conferences familiar simple style, jeans, old leather boots, ponytail. But now eyes calm, real smile. Founded Second Draft, scholarship for children seen family rough draft. Tuition, mentoring hundreds rural American youth pursue tech business dreams.
Private life finally peaceful. Kept Malibu estate, fateful wedding site, personal home. Mornings beach run, salty wind, long brown hair. Olivia moved to live together.
sisters turned vast house true home. Planted white roses path, once Sophia wedding decor, reminder of beauty reborn. Evenings terrace Pacific sparkle, herbal tea, talked everything except past. Olivia opened small LA art gallery, female self-made artists. Sisters laughed, hugged, made up distant years. Kansas occasional news. Parents quiet rundown apartment, Robert health week, alcohol regret. Sophia small fashion store sales, rare social posts. No longer contact Emily or Olivia. Favoritism, blind bias, destroyed family inside. Not wedding day, but first dinners one child pampered, other ignored. In America, not rare. University Illinois Cornell studies show biased children long self-esteem issues, while golden child crisis when facade breaks. Hayes family living proof. Sophia favoritism no happiness, only nurtured illusion, leading isolation, total loss exposed.
Emily learned greatest lesson. True success, not money fame, but freedom from others' imposed limits. From Kansas country girl seen rough draft, self-built empire own hands. No need parent recognition, no fake love. Chose herself, truth, found real peace. Sometimes quiet Malibu mornings, Emily C-stand. Deep salty breath smile. Remember journey, old suitcase, 19 to self-made billionaire 37. No resentment, no regret. Only gratitude. Gratitude pain-forged strong. Gratitude Olivia chose her side. And often whispered self-mantra. Build your own path. Let them underestimate you. The view from the top is worth every step they never believed you'd take. That true American dream, not given, but self-created from abandonment ashes.